Hiding something from us, Dad?
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, we got it, man. All right, clerk, call the roll.
Senator Albritton, Senator Butler, Senator Chastain, Senator Figures, Senator Gudger, Senator Hatcher,
Senator Hovey, Senator Melson, Senator Roberts, Senator Schofield, Senator Sessions, Senator Singleton, Senator Smitherman, Senator Wagner, Senator Allen, Senator Orr.
Here.
10.
We have 10 members present. Clerk, call the first bill. Is Representative Collins?
House Bill 65 by Representative Collins.
We got, let's just move on forward. Call the next bill.
House Bill 103 by Representative Baker.
Mr. Baker.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. This is a bill that would allow public education employees to use sick leave to attend to an adopted child who is 3 years of age or younger, and that being capped at 8 weeks, and also for a child that's currently in the care and custody of the employee for whom a petition of adoption has been filed. This is simply bringing clarity to an issue where there was some discretion at the local level, whether the child was a biological child or whether it was an adopted child. So this simply clarifies the language that is supposed to be equal for both in terms of using their sick leave.
Mr. Chairman, I have a friendly amendment
Chastain.
here. Yep, I have an amendment.
All right, been moved by Mr. Chastain, seconded by Mr. Roberts. Is there any discussion? I think everyone you want to explain the amendment, Senator? Or Representative?
If you don't mind, I'd be glad to explain that, Mr. Chairman, if you would allow me.
Please.
This would be, there was a question that arose in the House as to whether a person a education employee would misconstrue that they're getting something extra by adopting a child. This does not provide any extra sick leave. This simply is clarifying that. So they can only utilize what they've earned or has been donated to them through the sick leave bank.
All right, there's been a motion and a second on the amendment. Any discussion? All right, clerk, call the roll on the amendment.
Senator Albritton, Senator Butler, Senator Chastain.
Aye.
Senator Figures, Senator Gudger, Senator Hatcher, Senator Hovey, Senator Melson, Senator Roberts, Senator Schofield, Senator Sessions.
Aye.
Senator Singleton, Senator Smitherman, Senator Wagner, Senator Allen, Senator Orr.
11 ayes, 0 nays. The amendment is adopted.
Mr.
We're on
Chairman,
the
move
bill.
favorable.
All right, Mr. Sessions
previous roll.
moves, seconded by Mr. Hatcher. Any discussion? Any objection using the previous roll? Seeing none, 11 ayes, 0 nays. The bill is given favorable report. Thank you, Representative.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Clerk, let's go back up to HB 65.
House Bill 65 by Representative Collins.
Good morning, Representative.
Good morning, Mr. Senator. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate you hearing this bill. This is a competitive bid bill about the minimum level that they are. They were at 15,000. We intended to bring it to 25 to match what cities and counties have because this is for boards of education. But when I got here this session, I heard they were wanting to increase to 30. Public Works was wanting to go to 50. And so what we decided to do was split that difference and ask for a cap of $40,000, but also to add a 3% consumer price index increase potentially after 3 years, so we don't have to keep coming back.
Senator Melson. All right, Senator Melson moves favorable. Is there a second? Senator Allen, is there any discussion on the bill? Senator Roberts? Is there a Senate bill companion to this?
Senator Elliott has one. He liked some of the changes I had in this one, and I don't know where his is at this moment.
All right, any other questions?
We've worked together, though. Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Sure. Any other questions? All right, seeing none. Any objection using the previous roll, which was unanimous? Seeing none. 11 ayes, 0 nays. The bill is given a favorable report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, committee.
All right, call the next bill.
Senate Bill 90 by Senator Livingston.
Mr. Livingston.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This bill's right up your alley, so.
What is it now? It doesn't cost us anything.
Doesn't
I know I
cost us
checked
anything.
this-
It's actually
checked that
make
out.
sure that you're not exempting anything in this. You know, last year we passed a sweet grown bill, which exempted farmers from paying sales tax on goods that they make with stuff. This makes sure that medical cannabis is taxed, so.
All right, any questions of the sponsor? Is there a motion? Mr. Sessions, seconded by Mr. Schofield. Any other discussion? Any objection to use the previous roll? Seeing none, 11 ayes, 0 nays. Favorable report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members.
All right. Before we call the next bill, I'm going to carry that bill over, and I'll tell you why. We'll have a conversation before a host of witnesses. I was surprised last week the amendment we tried to put forward failed. But I'm also informed we've got a bill that will be filed tomorrow that has 34 Senate co-sponsors on it. The 35th, I guess, would be me. That bill will cost over $300 million once implemented. So the bill, SB 102, is a continuation of a tax, something that we're doing to encourage tax deduction, encourage employees to, and employers for small companies. You see NFIB represented here and Blue Cross representatives here. Something that we were going to try to expand a little bit to get more participation. Right now, somewhere between $2 and $3 million of that program is being used. So there's other greater capacity probably for it to be used to help ensure employees in small businesses where, quite frankly, a lot of employers can't afford the employer match like a very large corporation can. My concern is, okay, what are we going to do with a large tax type bill that might be getting filed tomorrow that everyone has co-sponsored? So as we've discussed before, we can't do it all. We can't do a lot of tax credits, exemptions, rebates, deductions, et cetera. And we're going to have to figure out where we are. So until we figure that out, we won't have any more before this committee, including SB 102, if we can prevent it. So that being said, we are adjourned. Thank you. What? Aye.